What's up, guys? Ricky here with another review of the Gold Label Batman, and I believe this is the Vampire Batman. Very, very cool looking. So let's take a look at the details inside. Before I do that, I guess I can share where I got it from. So this was Walmart exclusive. Did find I didn't plan on picking this guy up. However, I was happened to be at a Walmart. Decided to stop by the toy department, and it was on sale for $15. So can't beat $15. So I picked it up just so I could review it for you all. So here we go. So that's like good, cool details there. I really like that. So you got really cool, obviously black. You have a cool head sculpt. And you got blood, right? And I like the crack there. So they did a little crack in the helmet with some blood showing. That looks really good. Really impressed with that. Okay, looks like we got some blood on the hands. Both hands, which is pretty cool. Okay, decent body sculpt. Looks pretty good. Decent in package. Curious to see what it looks like out of package. Got a belt there, just kind of plain brown. Could definitely benefit from some dry brushing on there if we want to. So I like the really dark tone, so it's a very dark suit, which I think looks really cool. Adds to the ominous nature of it. And then we got an axe here. Looks pretty good. Looks like it's just silver. Nothing fancy, just silver on silver with a little black Batman symbol there. Looks like there might be two different tones of silver there on the axe, which that is pretty cool. Okay, definitely benefit from a little wash there if we'd like. Okay, so that's the front of the package. Here we go, side. Obviously Batman, nothing special. Some really cool artwork in the back. So this is from DC versus Vampires. And I love that artwork. It looks really, really good. Look at that, looking nice. And then here we go, other side of the package. So let's open this up and see what we're looking at. Okay, here is Gold Label Vampire Batman out of the package. And yeah, this one's looking pretty cool as well. So yeah, so let's see. So first thing to call out, one, the cape is very thick and very heavy, just to let you know, compared to the typical figures. Has some good textures, good details. This could probably benefit from a little dry brush too if you wanted to bring out the textures a little bit more. However, yeah, you can tell he's leaning forward quite a bit to kind of offset the weight of the cape. So I'm sure you can get him in different poses, but yeah, it's pretty heavy. I'm just trying to get out without the stand. So what is really cool is this is like a brown tone, which is really neat. I've never seen Batman with a brown tone as kind of like the main color. So you're looking at brown and black. But overall, it looks really cool. So here's the face. I love the face. They did a really great job on this face. Good details. I love the blood. I love the details. I just like the sculpt. I think they did a great job on the sculpt. I love the blood accents. Just like I said earlier, the axe does come with two different tones of silver, so I'm a big fan of that. So I'm glad that they didn't just make it one solid silver piece. And other than that, everything else is pretty good so far out of the package. Just first impressions aren't bad. So it did come with the little display stand and did come with the character card. So you get the cool artwork on the front, looking really good. And then here's the back. So if you would like to read the bio, pause your screen now. Perfect. Okay, now let's get into the articulation. Okay, so head moves back about that far, and you can see there's no articulation here. It's just all at the neck joint. So McFarlane does do that sometimes on his figures, and this is one of those. So rotates pretty far forward. You still do get pivot, side to side, and rotation. It's just different because it's all at the neck. Arms go up past 90 degrees, which is nice. You'd have bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, wrist articulation as well, which is nice. And then you do have an ab crunch that crunches not super far forward, but does go very far back and actually exposes some plastic here, which I think is kind of interesting. So you get almost too good of a rotation, right? So it rotates well and you kind of expose some of the, I guess what you could say, the innards. And then it got nice rotation there, which is nice. Legs go up not super far because of the little groin piece there. You do have double jointed knees, which is nice. You have ankle articulation and pivot as well, and toe articulation, which is nice. And you can get him into the splits about yay far, so not too bad. And then you do have thigh rotation as well, which is pretty nice. So overall, this is, I think, a pretty standard articulation for McFarlane toys. So we got a size comparison here with the Vampire Batman. We have the Gladiator Batman next to him. We also have the Elder Predator from NECA Toys, Phantom from NECA Toys, and a Build-A-Figure, which is the Frost King from McFarlane Toys. So here we go. So it looks like these stand about the same height, which makes sense because they're both Batman. Looks like the Elder from NECA stands a little bit taller. Should be a lot taller in my opinion. So that's interesting. But I know we are going cross brand here, McFarlane to NECA. And then it looks like it's quite a bit taller than the Phantom, which, like I've said before, with NECA Toys human characters, they're usually a little bit shorter than some of your other standard 7-inch figures. Looks like Vampire Batman also goes to about the chest of the Frost King, which makes a lot of sense too. So overall, I think it fits in really nicely with all the other figures. So nothing there. Let's get a little measurement here just for you all before we go to the next thing. So it looks like Vampire Batman stands about 7.25, maybe almost 7.5. And then we have, that equals out to about 18.5, 19 with the ears, centimeters. So pretty cool. So I think it fits in well. Okay, so final thoughts on Vampire Batman from McFarlane Toys. So I think it's a pretty cool figure. So so I did get a couple figures around the same time. So I did get Gladiator, Batman, and NECA Toys Phantom at the same time as well. I like both of those a little bit better than this one, to be honest with you. I think it's got some pretty cool details as far as like the face. I think the face sculpt is definitely the highlight of this. Like, looks good, looks really menacing, really cool blood added to it, cool cracks like on the helmet, like or the cowl. I think it looks really good. The brown tone is pretty neat too, because you don't usually see brown tone on Batman action figures, so it's pretty neat. But overall, in my opinion, it's a little generic for some of the figures that I've been reviewing as of late. But overall, do I like it? Yeah, I think it's a pretty cool figure. I did get it for $15 because it was on sale. This was not a figure I would have picked up if it was any more expensive. But because I saw that price, I thought I'd pick it up just for you all. And overall, it doesn't disappoint. It's a good figure. But yeah, I'd say if you have the opportunity and it's still at Walmart, go pick it up, especially if you enjoy that thing. Otherwise, I don't think it's a must for anybody's collection, in my opinion. So again, right, so we just crossed the 1,000 subscribers, so thank you all so much, and I appreciate that. We wouldn't be able to do it without you. Let's get to 2,000 and just, I'll keep bringing reviews, customizations, etc. to you, and I appreciate it. And yeah, so until next time, I'll catch you later. Thank you all so much.